Welcome back to the West Wing and the Bible, a mini-series. We're going through the comments the West Wing makes about the Bible. We love the West Wing. Yep. We love the Bible. Yep. And we've made it to Season 1, Episode 14, which has become a three-parter. And last time we tied Toby off talking to his rabbi. Now, similar sorts of things going on. But this is Bartlet. Now he gets involved. Presidente Bartlet. Let's see what happens here.
The commandment does not say thou shalt not kill. It says thou shalt not murder.
I know. But the fact is that even 2,000 years ago...
He's right there, and loads of Christians don't know that, do they?
Yeah, again, people go, it says do not kill, and they think it's just total. And so some people even take that to mean you should be a vegetarian. I've had people coming at me with that. Yeah. Whereas Bartlet's bang on. It is do not unlawfully kill.
Yep.
The rabbis of the Talmud couldn't stomach it. I mean, they weren't about to rewrite the Torah, but they came up with another way. They came up with legal restrictions which make our criminal justice system look... They made it impossible for the state to punish someone by killing him.
We make it very hard to kill anybody in this country, Toby.
It should be impossible.
But it's not.
But it should be.
Where do you want to go with this one, Mr. Blackham?
So he's right again, as we've said about it's not forbidding. Because if we go back even to Genesis chapter 9, where the Lord says, if you kill people, if you kill a human being, because human beings are made in the image of God, you should forfeit your own life. So this goes back even before the law of Moses. This goes back to something really primal. And it runs through the Bible. And then even the Apostle Paul in Romans 13 says that the state can wield a sword. And it's not just wielding like fines or I don't know, a rod for like beating somebody, but a sword which is to execute. So the Bible does seem to have this genuine possibility, Old Testament and New Testament. So when he says, 2,000 years ago, so he's saying, at the time of the New Testament, the rabbis didn't want to ever do it. Well, there is an incident in the New Testament where there's some woman and she's been caught in the act of adultery, and they're going to whack her.
Yeah.
So
they just explain that mafia term. That means kill.
Okay, that's right. Yeah. They're going to take her out, and then we take her out to kill her. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's actually the God himself who intervenes and says, "Well, hang on, you don't want to be doing that." But so the idea that 2,000 years ago the rabbis had set it up so it was impossible, where the evidence is not totally supporting that. They were into it, and in Acts of the Apostles, people are also into trying to kill people for blasphemy or whatever they think. But the notion that it is a possibility that the state can do this, and Toby's sort of saying, no, it shouldn't be. It should be totally impossible. Because and implied is the idea, because life is so sacred that the state shouldn't ever take it. I think the flip side of that is true. That because life is so sacred, human life. This is the Bible's argument in Genesis 9. I say the Bible's. It's the Lord himself speaking. So we'll give him credit for this. He's like, you guys are in the image of God, and you are so important, so sacred, so valuable that if someone kills a human, they kind of do forfeit their life. And that in societies that have done that, it hasn't actually gone hand in hand with low value of human life. Like, I'm saying, there's loads of examples where people go, well, look at that miscarriage of justice and this miscarriage of justice. Yeah, absolutely. It's not as if it's gone perfectly all the time. There have been terrible things bad where the state has taken people's lives. But we don't do it. Do we have a high view of human life in our societies? Absolutely not. Human life is incredibly low valued. So it doesn't really support the idea, if you don't have capital punishment, you have a high view of life. If you do have it, you have a low view. Nah, I think history would say the opposite is true.
Yeah, it's a great point. So that was episode 14 of season 1, Take the Sabbath Day. That's the end of a little 3-parter we had from that one.